Saw dudes, we're here with my boy Tyler. What'd you do today, Tyler?
We topped with the same deck.
What deck?
The Evil Twin Spright.
Hell yeah, let's see if this one will get more views. Did it change at all?
Slightly.
Hell yeah, let's see what's different.
I cut down, these are the same, I cut down on this.
That's the searcher, right?
Yeah, I put in a different card for the third slot of this just to try out. It was kind of funny. This is all the same.
Did you miss the third one?
No, not really.
Still open the engine enough?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like what is it, 5 starters? And then this like the one brick that you
Wait,
never
starter?
I barely know. This is all the same. Play Pixies, this card's insane.
Yeah, here's a link to the last video. Click that to hear why.
Yeah, it's crazy. The 3 starter.
I barely know her.
Yeah. The Smashers.
I also barely know her.
And Gamma Burst.
I barely know her.
Yeah. This card's crazy. It's...
This you didn't play last week, right? Is this what you
Yeah.
took that card out for?
Yeah.
Talk about it, dude. You've probably been waiting all deck profile already to talk about this card.
Yeah, it's so it gives all level link rank 2s 1400 attack, and like that doesn't sound insane, but then you just look at like all the small, even there, like you look at all the sprites. This becomes 27. This becomes 26. Blue becomes 25, 27. Like
One of each is actually an OTK. It's like 10k damage.
Yeah.
That's actually nuts.
And then like if you go into a line where you overlay the a link monster on top of the gigantic sprite, it turns it into a 4600 beater.
Oh jeez.
It's just
Blue
like,
Eyes Ultimate Dragon is weaker than that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can't out that card with Dogmatic Punishment.
But like
unless you got a
I
crazy
played it,
target.
so I topped with the same basically the same list except for 3 cards in the side deck last week, and
You're terrorizing with this deck, dude.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry. But I played it last week. It did way more this week, but this card goes crazy. I OTK'd twice because I added this, and it's just like it was in a simplified game state where it's just like, oh yeah, it seemed like I didn't have anything I could do besides like set up Elf and like have something for their following turn. It was like, okay,
I'll just give this and not give them a turn.
yeah, it's pretty good, and it helps you out like random stuff sometimes, obviously, and like it makes it to where you don't have to like pop the Kick Kalos.
Oh, one sec.
It makes it where you don't have to like pop the Kick Kalos or like pop any of the stuff to try to trigger their effects. Like it's you just run over it instead. This all is also the same, except I took out Veilers for this card, and this card is cracked. I'm not like it is.
We're talking about this card earlier today too. I think I'm on board with you now. This card seems insane.
Yeah, this is my own spice, I guess you could say. Essentially, so the reason I put this in here over Veiler is essentially if you're going second, this acts like Veiler still because it's just does the same effect. It like there's some instances where it kind of messes with you because it's like it can only do it on the summon of the monster, but for the most part that doesn't matter because most of their effects are like, okay, on summon I do something. And besides that, in the tier matchup specifically, they have like Snow. They have like the topologic that they summon during your turn. They have some of the. They have whatever they do during your turn to try to do something against you, and then you can just chain this, and now essentially they just wasted an interruption for nothing, which makes it pretty good. So
it's kind of like Imperm how it has the versatility going second, but it like you don't have to wait, or you don't have to do it at the start of the board. You can wait till you try to play, they try to interfere, and you can do it.
yeah, and the monster that you target with this, if it leaves the field during that turn, it burns them for their original attack. So
That's sick too, going second, because you're going to do extra damage going to break their boards and kill them.
Yeah, even if they have like something in defense, like it still does the attack, and it still does the damage of its attack points. And then if it's in attack, then it just does more damage on top of that. But it's pretty good. 3 tactics and call by. This didn't change. These cards are really insane. That's it for the main deck.
40?
I miscounted it. Last time I said it was 41, but it's 43.
Damn, you lied.
Yeah, it's 39. There's an upstart in here somewhere. Extra deck. These are all the same. And I was dumb in the first one. So essentially what you do starting out is you start with this, you summon back the little blue, you go to this, you summon back this one, get a draw. You get rid of both of these, because usually you're locked out to link 2s. You just go into this. So that way during their turn you have this so you can pop. And then if you have any of the little ones, you can just get rid of the pink one, and then use the blue one, bring back pink. So
And do the roar.
yeah. And I have the thing in the side deck for this week specifically. Amirage for if you have an extremely bad hand. This could probably be cut. I haven't gone into this in like a lot in almost any of the games that I've played.
What's the line where you do it? Is it just swap frog?
Yeah, you just normal swap frog. You send Ronin, make this banish swap.
Gigantic.
You make elf. You have to make elf because
Bring back swap.
yeah, it's like I said in the last one. You have to make elf first because gigantic requires a link 2 specifically. But yeah.
Man, I should have watched last video. I would have known that.
Yeah, you were here. But you can theoretically cut this. I went into this a couple times today. This card's pretty crazy. I attempted to steal Draco's Affiliate with this, but he chained Snow, unfortunately. R.I.P. Speaking of IP, this card's crazy. Most of the time that I summoned it tonight, I got Dark Ruler, so unfortunate. Unicorn access code for easy link climb to kill them. 3 elf. I said in the last video, you need 3 of this. This card in pure Spright decks, you don't need 3 in like random jank variants, but like in a deck like this, I think it's mandatory at 3. And then the 3 Xyz.
How often does the second Gigantic come up?
It actually
Every time?
It came up a lot tonight specifically because I got in a lot of grind games.
Why do you think that is?
Huh?
Why do you think you got into a lot of grind games today? Is it just the decks you face?
Yeah. And specifically they put it into a simplified game state, and then like I was kind of like forced to go into that line to try to do something. Like I said, I finally got this thing.
Hell yeah.
I put this thing back in. I didn't draw into this at all, so you could literally take these out and it doesn't matter. And then
How's Lightning Storm perform for you? I feel like that card seems sauce right now.
I haven't drawn into it too frequently currently, but like this card's really good. It's hello.
I feel like most decks put up like back row and monsters now, and having a card that can deal with both is nice, because if you draw it with Duster, now I could blow up their monsters, Duster their back row. But if I draw it with like Dark Ruler, I could Dark Ruler their board and then Lightning their back row. Yeah. I really like the like versatility of it.
Yeah, and like I said last time, these I typically put in against combo because they are just easy enough to put in against the decks that are doing stupid stuff. And then the going first cards, I cut down on one of those because I had this stuff. So I could only find 2 of this, so that's why I'm only playing 2. I would theoretically play 3, and this would probably be the third. It would probably be the third one, and then like a trap trick to get into this. This card's crazy.
A pointer goes so hard right now.
Yeah, it feels.
Derek was saying
insane.
in his deck profile the same thing, that a pointer was nuts for him.
Yeah, so when I did it against him, because I played against him, I ripped the card out of his hand, which was Field Spell, and I'm like, oh, I feel correct. And then he had a set card. He goes to his main phase, activates Dark Ruler. Oh, okay.
No.
This could easily be moved out. Honestly, I didn't. I cited it in the matchups I thought it was going to be relevant against, but like this could easily be changed, and like especially if you have this stuff with it. Also, I didn't have access to a Garuda, so theoretically you could change the.
Is that the one that draws a card?
Yeah, you could change this out for the Garuda. Or just like any random few. You could actually put an Entis.
That'd be nice too. Both would be good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't really feel like it was like too important, honestly. But is there anything else? Oh yeah, and then the reboot.
Almost forgot the most important card.
Yeah, this card's crazy, and I didn't draw into it in this tournament, but it was crazy last tournament.
Well, you have any closing thoughts or anything?
This deck's insane. It's the best Spright variant.
So your third
no
local
cap-
stop in
no
a row.
cap.
That's basically enough rounds for regionals, right?
Hell yeah.
So you're basically a regional champion with it.
Pretty much.
All right, well,
yeah.
thank you for the profile. I appreciate you.